Here we are at River Network's National River Rally in Baltimore, Maryland, on the Inner Harbor. One of these National River Hero Awards is going to be presented tonight to Illinois Water Sentinel Dr. Cindy Skrukrud for her outstanding service for Illinois streams. Here we are at the big banquet preceding the awards ceremony. Interesting headgear.
Heroes are nominated by peers. The nominations are reviewed by peers. And the awards are presented by peers. Even the paddles are made by hand by peers. The paddles are cut, planed, sanded, and then stained to cover up the flaws. We like to say that our paddles are unique, like our heroes. Not only is this true, but it helps us easily explain why each paddle is a little different. The paddle is symbolic of the beating we and our river heroes and our rivers sometimes take, but more importantly, of our efforts to find harmony with the water, not to control it, for control is an illusion, but to work with it, allowing it to guide us. Properly used, a paddle can cut effortlessly into the water and help to steer you from rough waters to calm, to places of refuge, beauty, and safety. One such waterway is the Fox River. The Fox River flows over 115 miles before entering the Illinois River. While the Fox is a candidate for wild and scenic status, it has also been recognized as one of the nation's most endangered rivers. To introduce our next river hero, please help me welcome Albert Edinger.
As we all know, while drinking out of that bucket seems to be a legal line of sense to Illinois, doesn't it? States have their own standards for different things, but I am honored to introduce a true river hero. She overcame some great disadvantages in life. She has a PhD from Berkeley. But despite that, she's found something useful to do with her life and has gone on to make remarkable success for Illinois and its waters. Not only the Fox River, she's worked on water quality standards for across the state. In fact, she's been very helpful on a number of water quality standards for the whole Midwest. I first met her when she was working as executive director of McHenry County Defenders, which is just northwest of Chicago. She apprehended a crime spree of illegal permits being issued by the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency. We were able to apprehend them after they issued about 112 permits. As recently, she's worked for the Sierra Club Sentinels Water Sentinels program, where she's been reviewing water quality permits, and she's really been negotiating through these permits. People ask me, well, does Illinois write any good in PDS permits? I say yes, the one that Cindy writes. But she negotiates with the city, she's worked with the cities, with the municipalities up and down the Fox and a lot of areas across Illinois. She works with the Sentinels monitoring program, and she's been very active on the Fox River Study Group. One thing that's remarkable is although she's a truly remarkable negotiator and has gotten all sorts of concessions on measuring controls and other limits and permits that I would not have been able to get, nobody else would have been able to get. Everybody likes her. Well, perhaps there is one exception. There was someone who called her an econoxia hearing, but you can't please all of the people. One problem I have too is my biggest problem with Cindy is, like all environmentalists, my best tool for working with other people is guilt. But I really cannot use guilt with Cindy. I call her up and I say, well, why can't you be at this meeting? And she always has a good excuse. As far as I can see, she works about 23 hours a day, and she's always in a hearing or a meeting doing something somewhere, unless when she's in Norway or New Zealand, or taking a cat to the bed. Her knowledge of science has been very useful, I think, in keeping track of the number of cats she has, which can only be measured using scientific notation. She does go outside from time to time. In fact, she leads canoe trips. One I went on last year was very memorable for me because we had to row. The wind was so hard, we had to row with all of our might in order to go downstream. But I think that may be symbolic of her career, that she's done so much working with IEPA and with all of these Illinois municipalities rowing with the wind interface.
I'm really not a hero. I'm just an ordinary river worker like everyone in this room. I try to work hard, pretty hard, most every day on behalf of the rivers, wetlands, and groundwater in Illinois. And I have a great group of colleagues/friends who I do that with. As Albert has certainly mentored me, he's also mentoring some great new Clean Water Act lawyers like Jess and Brad at ELPC and Stacy at Open Lands. They're all here tonight. Then there's the gals at Prairie Rivers Network, who are wonderful collaborators who I work with day after day. And all the friends groups we have in Illinois, Friends of the Chicago River, Friends of the Fox River, Nipissing Creek, Kickapoo Creek, and so on. And then there are my coworkers and hardworking volunteers like Sue Lannon at the Illinois chapter of the Sierra Club and with the club's Water Sentinels program. I had a nice surprise this evening that Scott Nye, who's the director of the Water Sentinels program, surprised me by joining me here tonight. And as Albert said, for the past 20 years, my own local grassroots group, the McHenry County Defenders, who recently changed their name to the Environmental Defenders of McHenry County, have been a real community of kindred spirits for my husband Tom, who's here, and for myself. And what I do in Illinois is simply like River Network. It's a big team effort. And I thought it'd be nice to share with you a couple of the quotations that inspire me, and they're both with Midwestern roots. From one of Athol's children, Luna Leopold wrote, "Water is the most critical resource issue of our lifetime and our children's lifetime. The health of our waters is the principal measure of how we live on the land." And from Illinois' own Carl Sandburg, "Nothing happens unless first a dream." So thank you, River Network Dreamers, for this great award.
And the festivities continue well into the night.